Government officials welcomed some 1.5 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines procured from Sinovac. Senators want businessman Michael Yang and Pharmaly Director Lincoln Ong arrested for evading questions at today's Senate inquiry. Malacanang has approved guidelines for the planned granular lockdown system in Metro Manila. Health worker groups are urging Palace spokesman Harry Roque to resign for berating medical frontliners in a leaked video. And authorities in Cagayan are bracing for the onslaught of Typhoon Kiko. Focused and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. Some 1.5 million doses of Sinovac's vaccines have arrived in the country today. These were all procured by the national government. The flight carrying the delivery touched down at around 5:55 p.m. at the NAIA Terminal 2. Sinovac's CoronaVac makes for a bulk of the Philippines' COVID-19 vaccine supply. Philippine College of Physicians President Dr. Maricar Limpin says that Palace spokesman Harry Roque's recent outburst was uncalled for. A circulating video obtained by the Inquirer shows Roque berating Limpin for opposing a quarantine downgrade. Limpin, who was at the meeting as the president of the Philippine College of Physicians, said that Roque's reaction was unprofessional. Because of this, she said the Malacanang official should apologize to the entire healthcare workforce and be removed from office.
I was surprised, and I think that it's uncalled for, especially since it was made by a public official. He should apologize to the whole of the healthcare workforce.
In his briefing, Roque admitted that he became emotional after Limpin started crying.
Ng abiso. Pero kinakailangan na pong pakinggan natin ang boses ng mga hindi naririnig sa IATF.
And senators want businessman Michael Yang and Pharmaly Pharmaceuticals President Lincoln Ong arrested for not responding properly at today's Senate inquiry. For the details, Marian Enriquez joins us live from Manila. Maan, what were the highlights of the hearings, or what are the highlights of the hearing so far?
Yes, Sean, Chinese businessman and President Duterte's former economic advisor Michael Yang finally appeared before the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing. Despite that, the arrest order against him and formerly Director Lincoln Ong stays. Yang denied any involvement with Pharmaly that bagged over 8 billion worth of deals without prior bidding records. He insisted that he only met Wang Chuyen, Pharmaly president and chairman, in 2017. He added that Ong was the one who approached him to ask assistance in meeting with possible suppliers. Yang then introduced Ong to 4 suppliers from China and asserted that his involvement stopped there. Tax expert Mona Brea said, basing on the financial records of Pharmaly, it doesn't have an importer's license. The resource person also noted that the 44,149% increase in Pharmaly's assets is not normal. Lawmakers questioned how Pharmaly was able to pay for their first transaction when they only had 625,000 pesos worth of assets back then. This involved over 2 million pieces of face masks worth 50 million pesos in April 2020. Ong said Yang was able to help them talk to the suppliers and guaranteed them that Pharmaly will pay upon delivery. Shauna Blue Ribbon Committee Chairman Richard Gordon has also tapped the Anti-Money Laundering Council, and he wants to inspect the money so they can check the money trail. So they wanted to check the bank transactions of Pharmaly to trace the money trail. The hearing is still ongoing, Sean.
All right, definitely not the end of this saga. Thank you so much for that update, Man Enriquez, and stay safe out there in Manila. Thanks, Man. Malacanang has provisionally approved the guidelines for the granular lockdown system in Metro Manila, which is slated to start on September 16. For houses, streets, puruks, or subdivisions that will be under localized lockdown, only healthcare workers, OFWs, and those with medical emergencies will be allowed to go out. Areas not under granular lockdowns will be classified by 4 alert levels. In alert level 4, no closed, crowded, or close contact activities are allowed at all. Those below 18 years old, above 65 years old, those are pregnant, and people with comorbidities are required to stay home. Private establishments will have minimal on-site capacity and mainly work-from-home arrangements. For alert level 3, establishments will be allowed to operate at 30% capacity. An additional 10% capacity will be granted to them if they have a safety seal issued by the Trade Department. Movement of people will be allowed except for those with comorbidities. Age-based restrictions will also still be in place for level 3. Government agencies may operate at 30% on-site capacity. On the flip side, activities under alert level 2 are allowed at half or 50% capacity, but this can also be increased by 10% with a DTI safety seal. Under this alert level, government agencies can operate at 50% on-site or on-site capacity. And finally, under level 1, activities are allowed at full capacity provided that minimum health standards are still enforced. Private and government establishments are allowed to have full capacity or operate at full capacity as well. All right, back to Jolina. We have residents in Cagayan still bracing for the worst as Typhoon Kiko started bringing rains over the province. We have our correspondent, Jenny Dongon, joining us live from Apari in Cagayan to give us the latest. Jenny, hi. How is the situation over there?
Sean, light to moderate rains have started to pour over most parts of Cagayan province, and winds have started to also felt here, especially here in coastal towns as Typhoon Kiko draws near northern Luzon. In the town of Lalo, residents have volunteered to evacuate as the municipality is now under tropical cyclone signal number 2. Nearly 30 families are now seeking shelter in the evacuation site. The local government said they will strictly implement minimum health standards among evacuees. The local social welfare office has prepared over 3,000 packs of assorted canned goods and 3,600 packs of rice for affected families. Cagayan Governor Manuel Mamba has also ordered the suspension of work and classes in all levels, starting today until further notice. In the coastal town of Claveria, fisher folks are rushing to harvest fish as they expect a typhoon to affect their livelihood. The Cagayan Valley Medical Center in Tuguegarao City, which serves as the lone COVID-19 referral hospital in Region 2, has conducted a preemptive evacuation. The medical staff have also cleared patients staying in tents outside the hospital. Hospital Chief Dr. Glenn Bagao said that all 40 patients admitted in the tents are COVID-19 cases. Dr. Bagao said that they can no longer accommodate these patients inside the hospital as the COVID and ICU beds are fully occupied. They have found ways for those evacuated patients to be accommodated. This is what they have to say on the matter.
Nagsasama-sama muna natin sila dahil yung iba naman nasa moderate lamang po, hindi naman naka-ventilator, hindi naman po naka-high flow. So pwede po sila magsama-sama. And then yung mga nasa ICU, ganun po ginawa natin, yung nasa ICU, yung mga naka-oxygen dyan, yung mga naka-ventilators, meron pa daw pong siyam, no, na nandun. Pero hinahanapan pa rin po namin sila ng isolation doon nila para mas maganda siguro, wala na pong may iwan doon sa tent, no? Sabi ko kanina, na bagamat kami po ay naglagay ng mga reinforcement doon sa mga tents natin, tent yan na hindi naman po ganun katibay.
Sean, all equipment and rescue responders are on standby, especially in low-lying areas and flood-prone areas, as we felt right now, this Typhoon Kiko. Sean.
All right, do stay safe. Jenny Dongan of News 5 reporting to us live from Apari in Cagayan. Take care, Jenny. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.